Welcome to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master from the Golden One Center in SacTown, Sacramento, California. It's Arena Championship Series West. And let's take a look at your driver lineup. Last round in Sacramento was Weston Anderson, a Gravedigger, taking the overall event championship. Corey Rummel, Cody Salier, Tim Hall Jr., Ashley Sanford, Berto Trevino, Brown Mahan, and Devin Winfield all have their sights set on Team Gravedigger. Megalodon, Jurassic Attack, ScoobyDoo, Monster Mutt, Rottweiler, Earthshaker, Velociraptor, Dragon, and Gravedigger in round one of JCB Racing. Let's go to the track here for round one. Tim Hall Jr., the Cadillac Kid, in Jurassic Attack, up against former co-rookie of the year Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. This is going to be a good one to start us off. We got a green light in Sacramento, and here we go halfway around the track. Megalodon trying to pull off the racing win. Look at that turn there from Jurassic Attack. And Tim Hall Jr. comes from behind to get the win. Jurassic Attack moving on to the semifinals in JCB Racing. Next up in round one, Brown Mahan in ScoobyDoo, the Princess of Carnage. She's going to go up against Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler, two members of the Monster Jam Dog Pound, going head-to-head here in round one in Sacramento. Second green light of the day. Halfway point about even. That final corner here, Brown Mahan takes it narrow. That's the edge, and she is going to get the win. So same thing we saw in that first race, that final corner on that side of the track. It's Brown Mahan, the win. ScoobyDoo moving on. Next up, Corey Rummel in Earthshaker, riding for Team Throttle Monster. And he's going to go up against Devin Winfield and Velociraptor, another member of Team Throttle Monster, one of the young rising stars here on Arena Championship Series West. Corey Rummel, longtime veteran, former Technician of the Year, Extreme Air Award winner. He goes and hits that turning pod. I'm not sure if he kept that in the chalk line, and he did not. So Devin Winfield is going to get the win in Velociraptor. That's a penalty on Earthshaker. Cody Salier, Dragon, backing up to the starting line. Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. These two met last round here in Sacramento. Cody Salier took the win. And look at the way that Gravedigger goes sideways, trying to avoid the turning pod. That is going to cost Weston Anderson a win here in round one. And Cody Salier gets the win. Dragon moving on to the semifinals. Here is your bracket. Jurassic Attack meets ScoobyDoo, and Velociraptor will meet Dragon. Up first, Brown Mahan and ScoobyDoo out of Sullivan, Illinois. And she goes up against Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Semifinal round has begun. One will move up to the pod, and Brown Mahan is going to go over, and so is Tim Hall Jr. Opposite sides of the track. Nobody is going to get that win. Brown Mahan looks as if she was a little closer to the finish line. We're going to wait for a final result here from our tech officials. Meanwhile, we have another race in this round. Cody Salier and Dragon up against Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Cody Salier with the lead at the halfway mark, and Dragon is going to go over. He's able to make the save, but it's going to cost him the win. What a wild racing competition this is. Devin Winfield will advance, and word is Megalodon will come back into the bracket. So neither Jurassic Attack or ScoobyDoo could finish that race. So Megalodon, Ashley Sanford, gets another opportunity. She goes up against Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. 8 points are on the line in our JCB Racing Finals. Megalodon has the lead into that far corner. Devin Winfield goes and Velociraptor gets the win. Another truck goes over. Megalodon can't finish the race. And we are finally done with JCB Racing. Devin Winfield gets the win, but a wild racing competition here to start the day off in Sacramento. Here is your first BKT overall leaderboard. Velociraptor with 8, Megalodon with 7, Dragon, Jurassic Attack, and ScoobyDoo each with 4. And the rest of the field have 2-1 down in Sacramento. Velociraptor is on top, but we are just getting started in SacTown. The two-wheel skills challenge is next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. You're watching Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series West. And next up is the two-wheel skills challenge. Each driver gets the opportunity to wow the crowd with a maneuver using only 2 wheels. They get 2 attempts to do it. They're scored by fans on creativity, execution, and wow factor. Let's take a look at the top 4. Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler comes off with a popper right on top of the pod. And he is able to get it back down across on the other side. That's going to get Berto a 7.892 for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Next up, our JCB Racing winner, Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Going for a big-time popper there as well. Edges the truck all the way out to the edge of the pod on the other side of the track. And now he's going to toggle that switch, going to crab walk his way onto that moonwalk. Second attempt here for Velociraptor, going for another popper, gets it up again, is able to get the save and make the catch. Now he has the truck at a beautiful angle, and he's gonna try to wheel this thing back, take complete control of that 20-second clock. He's got it center pod right now. Devin Winfield showing off for the Sacramento fans, and that gets Velociraptor at 8.360. Tim Hall Jr. with a body shredded off Jurassic Attack after that roll in JCB Racing. Get a great look at that blue LED light on the chassis, and a great look here at Tim Hall going to work. Going to try to get this thing down past that lip point of the pod. See if he can do it. He's going to hold it right there instead. Now he's going to try to flip it down, and he is able to walk it down. So great control there from Tim Hall Jr. Little smoke there in the back of that truck through the transmission. Tim Hall Jr. again coming in hot onto the pod. This time turns it to give the fans on the other side of the arena a nice look at what he's doing in the truck. And now going to moonwalk it back. Into a nose wheelie combo move. Moonwalk again. He's got a lot of room up here to work with. Finally sets it down. And Tim Hall Jr. gets an 8.580. Weston Anderson, after being eliminated in round one of racing with a shot here to win the two-wheel skills challenge, gets Gravedigger all the way across the pod into a stop. He moonwalks it up about halfway up that ramp, and now nose wheelie all the way out. He's got a lot of room to work with. You see that chalk line with the boundary a lot in front of him. Chooses to go backwards, instead flips the truck back into a wheelie combo and right into a tombstone. Gonna turn the truck around for everybody on this side of the arena to say hello, and into another modified wheelie combo. And now Gravedigger, attempt number 2, gets a popper. The red headlights of the black and green wrecking machine staring down this pod at the Golden One Center. And now Weston Anderson right there at the edge of the pod with the log in front of him. One of the obstacles buried into the 6-sided pod. Complete control. We'll see if he works his way down. And he is going to edge it down over the log. Has to turn it slightly. He's able to make the save into a wheelie and back up over to the right side of that pod. So another combination move for Weston Anderson, 9.634. And Gravedigger and Weston Anderson wins the two-wheel skills competition. Here's our second BKT overall event leaderboard. Velociraptor stays on top. Jurassic Attack in second. Gravedigger and Megalodon each with 10. Dragon with 8. Monster Mutt Rottweiler with 7. Halfway down in SacTown, the action continues next with Donuts on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. We are back at the Golden One Center in Sacramento. This is Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series West. And next up is Donuts. There's your criteria, fan scoring on speed, style, and accuracy. And here is Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. She's had a solid day so far, trying to add to that here. 1,500 horsepower going to work on a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck Megalodon with an 8.781. Devin Winfield, the overall event leader through 2 competitions, trying to get back up on the podium again. Velociraptor comes in, roosting the dirt here in Sacramento. Breakdance backside ending there for Devin Winfield, 8.973. His day continues, and he is feeling it. Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack, giving it a go. He's got to chop away, clips the pod a little bit. That might slow him down. Now he's got a solid spot here to work with. And the steering wheel, you don't see it out the window. You see it up out the window now for Jurassic Attack. And Tim Hall showing off 9.082. And Weston Anderson, once again, a master of donuts here. Going to show you why in Sacramento. Gravedigger Donuts, absolute classic. Weston Anderson here just going to town on the dirt. And that'll do it, 9.086. That's enough to get the win. Weston Anderson's second win in a row. As we look at the updated BKT overall event leaderboard, Velociraptor still strong up top. Gravedigger climbs up to second. Jurassic Attack there as well. Megalodon in fourth, and Dragon currently in fifth. That brings us to our final competition of the day. It is freestyle. Drivers have to compete 15 seconds to qualify. Fans looking for that wow factor, want to see drivers be creative and use all of that 6-sided pod. Here is Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Remember the dog pound out of Corpus Christi, Texas, riding for Team Throttle Monster. Nice jump there on the backside of the pod there for Berto Trevino. Comes in again, getting air after air on his first 2 jumps. We'll see if he can make it 3 for 3. A lot of room here as you see the throttle rhythm. You can hear that throttle rhythm getting up there for Monster Mutt Rottweiler as Berto Trevino try to find his groove. Far side of the track. Here comes Berto Trevino up over the log. Brake check. Nearly clears the pod. Clips the back and gets it right into a nose wheelie. Great combination move. Take a look at the original super glue. Glued to the action replay. There's your brake check jump. There is your save into a nose wheelie. And a 7.579 for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. The dogs are hollering here in Sacramento. That brings us to Corey Rummel in Earthshaker out of North Jackson, Ohio. Longtime driver for Team Scream, now riding for Team Throttle Monster. Filling in admirably for Alex Barden. Corey's got a couple racing wins on the year, looking for a first freestyle win. One thing Corey Rummel knows how to do is sky this truck. He is a former Extreme Air Award winner. Used to call him Mr. Extreme Air on the Stadium Series, and now he's got Earthshaker looking for a stoppie. Gets a good one. He's got a lot of room here for the moonwalk. He is on the center lane of that ramp. Chooses to put it down instead of going back. Some nice air again. End over end jump. Great look at the 8-pack here. We haven't seen that come into play yet. We got some truck parts down on the track. Again, Earthshaker up onto the pod. Corey Rummel now going into a donut. Had a couple weeks to get his wheels back under him, so to speak, driving once again in Monster Jam as we take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. 7.613 for Corey Rummel. That's going to take the lead. And we are not done yet. We are just getting started. More high-flying freestyle action is next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. We are back with more Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master from Sacramento, California. This is Arena Championship Series West. As we continue on with freestyle, here is Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack going right for a popper. He's able to get it up. Can't get the back 2 wheels up to that 180-degree angle, so he sets it back down. He's going to come back for more. Out of Cadillac, Michigan, considered his rookie year on an Arena Series in Monster Jam. Strong candidate for a Rookie of the Year nomination and an award. Make no mistake about it, doesn't drive like a rookie. He's been around the sport for a long time, and he's shown that in flashes of brilliance here so far the 2025 Monster Jam season. Hits the brakes, trying to grease the wheels up back onto the pod. Little finesse action from Jurassic Attack. From one side of the ramp to the other, all the way across the pod, going for a wheelie-to-wheelie combo. Now backs it up, looks for another wheelie. Now he's got it. All the way across, finally back down. You still see the name on the side door panels there. Shades of Jurassic Attack, the only shades left besides that blue light, as the body absolutely shredded after rolling the truck in the racing competition. Big time air for Jurassic Attack, though. And that'll do it. Here's the super glue glued to the action replay. There is the finesse move, the wheelie all the way across, 8.214. And Jurassic Attack takes the freestyle lead. Here is former co-rookie of the year out of Fullerton, California, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Had a chance to come back into the JCB Racing bracket, into the finals. Has had a solid day so far. A freestyle win could win her the overall event championship. Here is the backflip, the 8-pack. Doesn't like the angle, so she goes back to get it exactly where she wants to. Megalodon now coming in. She's got it right where she wants it. There is the 8-pack, skies it up. Goes off to the side, a little corkscrew action there from Megalodon. She's able to land it, and we have our first backflip of the day. A little bit of time left trying to get into a donut, and that'll do it for Ashley Sanford. Here is the original super glue glued to the action replay. There is the backflip, and there is the score. And there is your new leader, Ashley Sanford. And Megalodon has taken over freestyle here at the Golden One Center. Veteran driver out of Lafayette, Louisiana, Cody Salier in Dragon. Won a lot of freestyles in his Monster Jam career, both in stadiums and arenas. He's got to pull off the run of the day to take the lead away from Megalodon. Nice vertical sky wheelie there for Dragon. Comes back at it on 3 wheels. Going to go off to the left of that. Just cross-threading in between the 8-pack and that ramp up to the pod. Trying to make something happen. Cody has never met a backflip ramp he has not liked. We'll see if Dragon gives it a shot here towards the end of this run. Spins the truck back. Dragon again. This time brake check and overhead jump. Gets the nose down. Is able to land it. Now he's got to back it up again. Up over the pod. Center of the ramp into a wheelie combination. And right into a stoppie. And that'll do it. Here's the original super glue. Glue to the action replay. There's that big-time jump there for Dragon. Cody Salier, 7.247. Not going to take the lead. It remains with Megalodon. And here is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. He has a freestyle win on this track already. Trying to make it another one. One of the best drivers in the sport, trying to win his 4th straight series championship to start his Monster Jam career. No driver in Monster Jam history has ever accomplished that feat. No one's ever won 3 in a row to start their career, much less 4. And he goes off to the side. Another brake check for Gravedigger. Straight up sky wheel. He gets the bounce on the back 2 BKT's. Got to love the traction as it catches onto this Sacramento dirt. Allows Weston Anderson to maintain control of that truck. Instead of slipping and sliding, he's got this thing right where he wants it. 12,000 pounds of the black and green wrecking machine. Straight up vertical sky wheelie pogo bounce on the back 2. And is able to get it down on the other side of the track. Gravedigger coming back for more. Absolutely destroying this freestyle pod here. And again, going for a stoppie. He's able to get it. Tries the moonwalk. He had that up on 1 wheel. That front right BKT tire had all of that weight on it. And was able to keep the truck going. Again, reverses it back into another wheelie. Thought he was trying to get the tombstone, but that is a great run right there. Right over that log stack sky wheelie. 8.988 on the original super glue. Glued to the action replay. Megalodon has the lead. That brings us to Brianna Mahan in ScoobyDoo out of Sullivan, Illinois, the Princess of Carnage. We saw some carnage from ScoobyDoo at the JCB Racing competition. That's why the front clip of that body is completely gone. Up over the log stack, big air for Brianna Mahan. She's made a name for herself in this sport, in the freestyle competition. Of course, able to beat anybody on a racetrack as well, but freestyle is where she shines and where she can flat out kick anybody's butt on any given night. She's trying to do that right here. Megalodon has the lead, but ScoobyDoo starting to ramp it up a little bit. Far side of the track, right in front of the tunnel. ScoobyDoo comes back again. This time going to end over end, flips it back down. ScoobyDoo still rocking here in Sacramento. Front clip off, back clip off, tail still wagging. She gets the back 2 wheels underneath the truck. And now has to edge her way across to get back onto this freestyle track. Here comes ScoobyDoo, Brianna Mahan off the pod again. And that'll do it. The super glue to the action replay for ScoobyDoo, 7.296. And that brings us to Devin Winfield in Velociraptor out of Las Vegas, Nevada, trying to clinch the event championship. He has the overall event lead. Devin Winfield, what a story so far this season it has been for him in his 2nd year. Came onto the scene last year as a rookie for Team Throttle Monster. Had some solid moments, but he has stepped it up. No sophomore slump here for the former US HRA Tech official, as Devin Winfield has arrived with a vengeance, trying to compete for a series championship and a spot in Monster Jam World Finals 24 in Salt Lake City. Blue Velociraptor truck. Devin's got to be tongue-tied here with the night that he has had so far at the Golden One Center. Again, roosting the dirt, comes back around. You're seeing him crisscrossing his way across this pod from one side to another, hitting everything he can find. Brake check again, goes up a little sideways, is able to land it. Velociraptor comes back again, a little wobbly on the landing, is able to keep his bearings and get the landing that could have cost him the event championship. Here's the original super glue to the action replay. 8.734 for Devin Winfield. Ashley gets her first win in Sacramento, but Devin Winfield, Velociraptor, gets the event championship 26-25 over Gravedigger. Megalodon finishes with 23, Jurassic Attack with 23 as well, and Dragon rounds out the top 5 with 13. Right now, let's go down to the track to Alex Miniak and our event champion, Devin Winfield, in this Northern Tool and Equipment pit report.
Devin, you are proving week in and week out now that the Velociraptor is nothing to mess around with, and you did it here in Sacramento this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Sacramento, what do you guys think? I can't thank you guys enough for coming out here. I was a kid just like every single one of you sitting in the stands. I grew up a fan. I worked my butt off to get where I am right now, and I couldn't have done it without the support of all my friends right here and Team Throttle Monster, Mike, Wendy, Paul, the Souzas for letting us go work at their house. I can't thank all you guys enough for being a Velociraptor fan, for being a Monster Jam fan. From a fan to the fans, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting us each and every weekend.
I've got a little extra info for you. That win now gets you to 3rd overall in the point standings. When I said nothing to mess around with, here you come.
Absolutely, I can't believe it right now, man. I said that last year it was not my year, and this year I wanted to come in and just be consistent. And I'm doing that right now. I couldn't do it without my guys here, Travis and Mason. Tim's helped me out, Berto, all the Team Throttle Monster, man. We travel the road together all the time, fixing each other's trucks, going to the rest stops together, getting food together. So we're with each other all the time. This means so much to me. Thank you guys so much.
Devin Winfield, Velociraptor.
What a story, what a season so far for Devin Winfield, going from club help to tech official to ride truck driver to once again overall event champion. This season for Velociraptor is unfolding to be the best one yet for Devin Winfield and Team Throttle Monster. You can watch it unfold right here. We will have more with this series as well as the East and Central all season long. Good night from Sacramento. I'm Scott Jordan. I'll see you next time on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.